And another death battle is along its way. Yes, the most notable probably of fighting of video games, anime characters, and much, much more is now about to have another death battle, and this one is going to be involving two anime characters this time, and it's going to be Roronoa Zoro from One Piece and Erza Scarlet from Fairy Tail. Being hit up by a couple of friends and also as well a couple of people on Twitter saying like, yes, man, you're going to be talking about this. Oh, this is going to be a controversial one. Oh, you watch a lot of Fairy Tail. And here's the funny thing about this one, like, where if people don't know, like, Death Battle, they normally do these battles like every now and then, like, mainly involving a couple of characters. And some of them are actually really good. Like, you can't, like, debunk, like, the actual fight qualities and all that are really great. I prefer their sprite battles than I do to their actual, like, CGI, kind of like 3D ones. I really don't kind of like those ones. I think a lot of them look fucking hideous, to be fair. But then again, like, even though, like, a lot of the time they haven't done anime characters very good at all in most of these things, since we've mainly seen, like, a couple fights, mainly the most, like, you know, notable ones out of them all is the Superman vs. Goku. Like, that's one of their most popular ones that they have. Even if I don't like that one especially, I do like some of the fights that they have. Like Gaara and Toph, they've had Majin Buu. I don't particularly enjoy Majin Buu's fight too much. But especially, like, I'd be absolutely lying if I didn't say I enjoyed some of them. Like, I do enjoy the Deadpool vs. Deathstroke one, Dante vs. Bayonetta. They have a couple of numbers that I do actually enjoy. And even some of my favorite characters aren't even winning. And this is the one where it's going to be interesting, especially since people are thinking like, oh, Panda, you're going to be voting immediately for Erza to win. Honestly, I think I got more of my money on Zoro, just mainly because I think Zoro has done some very insane feats on it. Honestly, the only advantages and all that they're going to be having throughout the entirety of this fight is what are the two pinnacles of these people exactly done. And we know Erza, she's pretty goddamn strong, and her advantage coming into this fight is especially what she's got exactly on her arsenal, and that is like all a single one of her armors and her swords. But then again, you got to think about Zoro as well. He has exceptionally strong ass character. This is the same guy that can like put giant weights in his mouth and lifts them up, and he's done some insane strengths of feat, even to like point where he beat up one of the like bad guys, like one of the arcs. I believe it was like from like Fishman Island, even without him like all powered up on drugs and all that. He just completely handed that guy's ass over. Zoro is exceptionally strong. He's like one of the strongest people there on Luffy's crew, and I feel like one thing that's going to be a very defining thing out of this match is honestly, I think Haki is going to be a very big important thing into this. I honestly generally think Armament Haki is going to be coming into this, and Erza's going to have a couple of advantages. Like, this difference is like overall, like, is Zoro stronger than Erza's strongest armors, which we've clearly seen, like her one that she's used for like clear out, just full out brawls from what we've seen and all that. Like, it's pretty much where she has to get rid of all of the defenses, and Zoro pretty much having the Hakis and all that can pretty much use that to his advantage. And I generally think that Zoro at this point and all that may have the advantage. It just generally does depend on that, like with how many armors that we've seen from like what Erza has throughout the series. She has like her defensive armors, she's going through like an insane amount of stuff, like she's got like her speed armors, she's going through all of these different kind of things. She can fly, she's had all these different kind of like armors and all that to make her get around. It's just that Zoro has gone against like some very insane opponents throughout the entire series of One Piece. So honestly, it'll be very interesting to think about. Like, honestly, I'm thinking more of the feats of Zoro, and I know like especially Erza's had her feats as well in like Fairy Tail. I'm just generally thinking like out of like comparing the two swordsmen together, out of generally who one's the stronger, and I generally think it is going to come down to Haki at the end of the day. I think the Haki is going to be the major advantage to Zoro that he has, considering how strong he is already without it. And Erza's advantage throughout this entirety of the fight is just how much flexibility she's got in this fight. She can just increase her speed, she can increase her defense, she can increase her attack if she wants to, but she does go all out using that armor, then she's absolutely got no defense at all going against Zoro. And I think generally that's the change, like the whole change plan. And pretty much I think like normally sometimes they have these characters in Death Battle act very fucking stupid, so I wouldn't be surprised if Erza went down and they're like, I'm gonna use it all straight out for the first attack going herpita. But generally we'll have to wait and see and all that. And I know a lot of people want to say, oh, Erza's gonna win because, you know, she's Erza. But I think with like some writing things aside and all that, I generally think that this is gonna be an enjoyable one. I am looking forward to like this fight between like Zoro and Erza, and I think at least and all that, this is like one of the first few ones they've done that have been two anime characters on the actual death battle, and I'm not just talking about the 1 minute melees they have. Generally, if anything, I'm going to be saying this, and I'm probably going to be plugging that guy's channel, but Hyrule Dojo is the guy. I think he does way better videos. They're 1 minute melees, and even though they're on Screw Attack's video channel as well, watch his other 1 minute melees. I absolutely love. One of my favorite ones out there is the Dio Brando fight versus this maid chick, I believe, Sakia, I believe her name is, like Sakia Sakura. Like that is generally like one of my favorite fights because it's fantastically done. Amazing choreography and just great sprite work, and it was like absolutely enjoyed it, and like just such a fun ass thing. But hopefully this is as well, and generally want to see what you guys think. Who's going to be coming out of this alive? Is it going to be Erza Scarlet, the Sword Master from Fairy Tail, or is it going to be Roro, Zoro and all that, like the first mate of Luffy? Thank you very much for watching. As always, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. I'll see you guys though next time.